Third time lucky, eh? Oh, there it is. Fantastic. Okay, make sure the titles have been updated. Edit. Public. Done. There we go. Fantastic. So that's that. This is this. And then I should, I should get rid of that browser window in the corner and replace it with background 2 to cover up the chat. I guess I should log in. That should be good. Oh, it's not even a queue today. That's nice. Okay, everyone. Oh yeah, I still don't have the music on here, so I need to turn that on in a second. Cough, cough. I'm sorry, everyone. There we go here. There we go here. Okay, those are all good. I will put the system sounds up a bit. Okay. Just making sure the sound levels are appropriate. Maybe just lower the music a bit. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's okay. Welcome, welcome everybody. As you can see. So this is the last week before weekly reset in FF14. The last weekly reset before the patch even. So this will be our last opportunity to do a lot of any last minute grinding before the patch drops. So I'm going to be doing some of that this week, probably today and tomorrow. I may be back on Friday. I have a test on Thursday, it turns out. I thought it was on Friday, but it's actually on Thursday. I just got which day was which date mixed up, so that's gonna be fun. But that means I should be free on Friday, so I might do another stream then. We'll see. Okay, everybody, let's go. I don't think there's anything else I need to set up, but I think I'm good. Okay. Oh yeah, I know what I need to do. I need to open up the chat doc. I was like... That's better. Okay. Making sure I have Twitch chat on the side. Let's see. Excellent. Should all be good. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go. So, it's weekly reset. This will be the last weekly reset before 7.4, so this will be our last batch that we can get of tomestones. Like tomestones. Mainly just tomestones, to be honest. If I go to currency, I kind of have them maxed now. Like, these are the weekly ones. These are going to get discontinued. These are going to get demoted down to here, and then there'll be a new one replacing this. So that's going to be the major change. So first, I'm going to go to Idleshire and pick up a copy of Wondrous Tales for the week. You never know what you might get with those. There we go. Receive a new journal. There we go. Let's see what we have. Okay, nothing easy. Thorn's Rain, Zervan, both of those are easy. Jade Star, I'm wondering if I can solo this if I'm, like, careful. I need to be on tank, because I need to invuln something. Frontline map, that's good. I can do that. Treasure dungeons. 1 to 49, 15 to 60, 81 to 89, 91 to 99. So, Endwalker and Dawn Trail leveling dungeons. Current endgame dungeons. Stormblood, Shadowbringers. Alpha Skate, that's easy enough. You just beat Chaos up for that. Eden's Gate. Jade Stars. It's like a reasonably good amount. Let's get some of these out the way. Let's see if I can unsync Byakko. Because Byakko has like a double tank buster at the start of the fight. That might make it kind of tricky. That's Heavensward ones. So I'm gonna see if we can manage it. There we go. Actually gonna eat some food for this.
There is no turning back.
Okay, man, whatever you say. Okay, this thing is the... Okay.
You're mine.
Ha 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 ha! That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if I could invuln through that.
Two balls is my rank. Twice cast nine balls.
Okay, this is actually probably going to be pretty easy. Okay.
Creation trembles before my might. Behold, fury given forth.
Bro. This is actually pretty easy. It's just, I don't know if you could solo this on not a tank, because you kinda need... You kinda need the, what's it called? You need the, invuln to survive the second, like... Not tank buster, but like... a group thing. stack marker, because the first one gives you, like, a vulnerability up for, like, physical damage. Basically will instant kill you. I'm kind of glad. Like, I kind of wish they did. I mean, I guess the Necron fight has its, like, weird void ads phase, which is kind of a bit like this. Stormblood was the weird... Stormblood's, like, raids were the ones when they gave you, like, weird intermission phases, though. Like, this, like, Tsukiyomi DDR, like, Tsukiyomi is, like, intermission phase.
Impressive. Very well, I shall bring all to bear. Lightning shift.
There we go. Nice. Let's open... Actually, I don't think I can open that. Because I'm a gunbreaker. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get rid of that totem, I don't need you. Let's quickly switch to a job that does have a Byakko weapon. There we go. Do 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 do. And then I can deconstruct this. Desynth it even. There we go. Basically, hoping for more Byakko mains. I'm not so lucky though. Okay. That's good to know. Zervan was a trial. Zervan's always showing up in these. It's quite funny. I'm just like, why? But yeah, Stormblood was the era of like the weird intermission phases and like so many boss fights. Like, it was kind of like, it was Byakko, Tsukiyomi, Suzaku who are back to back. Because I don't think Seiyu has an ad phase, but the ad phase is like fairly traditional. As you can see, this is I do love the tune they decided to play for the Roaring Triad. I wish they had more voices in like these earlier raids. The raids trials.
Good and evil, the war is my fate.
It's like good and evil, the war is hell. We love to hear it. Okay. Last trial we had was Thornton's Reign, which I might as well get out of the way. This one's really annoying, just because you have to sit there and wait for the whole like intermission phase to go through. Yeah. Now I just have to sit around for ages. They will turn you into ash. Your judgment is nigh. And now I'm like paralyzed for like ages. At least the tune's good here. But what unholy strength? It's good being like... It's good being way over the level cap. If I ever decide to do DSR, at least I'll get like a taste of the evil that was this trial. There we go. What's annoying is you can't actually skip this phase. Like, even if you, like, nuke him down to, like, 0.1% health, like, you can't actually kill him, and it will just go into this phase, and then you'll finish it, and then he'll die afterwards. That's so cool. Honestly, like, the fact they had Knights of the Round as, like, yeah, as you can see, he's just stuck on this. Impossible. I need to just get rid of some of these. Don't like having these sitting in my inventory. There we go. Okay. There we go. That took a few for Wondrous Tales. I'm like, this isn't terrible. It's not a great start, but like this could give us 3 lines eventually. Don't think it will. Like I haven't had much luck with lines recently. Like last few weeks, I went through a phase of being super lucky and getting like 2 lines and then once 3 lines like within the span of like a few weeks, and then since that I've just got like 0 lines like every week. It's just kind of like, yeah, my luck was over. Okay. Okay. So we've got this, and we've got... What are the other tasks that I really need to get done this week? Let's go. Okay. It's technically more of these. Need to get a couple more of those. Where is the oh, the luminous oil is down here. So it's like, where is the luminous oil? That I can sell. This one needs to be sold. Or stored away. Carrot grass. Okay, so we've got this. 2 pieces of Arcanite. What's in the roulette? Sorry, I just hit the microphone there. So we've got lots of healer in need. Frontline is useless to cure at this time of day. Because, yeah. Let's see, we've got leveling, high level roulette, high level dungeons. Let's go and see if we can get in on any, what's it called? Program's Traverse. See if we can do a 1 to 20 or a 21 to 30 run. Always enjoy doing that this time of day. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. And gearing up for 7.4 next week. Okay, let's see. Do I need to reset? Yeah, let's reset this one, because that's dead. Program's Traverse, enter the match party. Stone 1. 12 minutes. Yeah, let's not try that. Let's try one of the others. Match party. Oh, less than 5 minutes. Yeah, this is more appropriate. Let's go with this one. Get our Saxopus. Hopefully I'll pick up a couple of illumined etherpool glass shards as well. Then I can get that emote finally and drink some green tea. Dun, dun, dun. I think that's the Queen Eternal barding. I do love some of the hilarious Chocobo barding you get. I think I have the Queen's Guard one from... This is a mono wheel. This isn't a Chocobo. I'm like, what is my Chocobo is like? Barding at the moment. Ah, yeah, it's the Queen's Guard one from Delubrum Reginae. I had the Eureka one on for ages. I think I might switch back to that one, actually. Onion, appearance. Where is it? Goon. It's the Allegan barding, that's the one. There we go. Don't you love to see it? Diddling ding. I think this wait time of less than 5 minutes is a lie. Let's try... Yeah. Programs traverse keys this morning are not great. Maybe everyone's on hiatus because it's the patch next week. There we go, let's have a look. Need to level up, need to work way a bit. I can do that in a bit. Who else has got bonus? I don't want to up... Oh, Kurenai and Minago are both crafting bonus this week. So that's cool. Let's go and support... Why does she need resistance material anyway? Like... Okay, I'm just gonna say it, like, we kind of liberated Alamigo a while ago at this point. I'm just gonna do that quickly. Raga's Reach. There we go. It should be very easy because I'm like super over leveled for crafting. Like crafting of this degree. Purchase items. Resistance material. I think these are the ones you need like 24 of. That's the wrong one. It's these. That's better. Okay. I'm progressing a lot of my, crafters and gatherers. A lot of them have custom deliveries, Minago. A lot of my custom... Wait, what was I going to say? I can't remember. A lot of my crafters have their cosmic tools now. Not all of them. I'm missing 4 still. I'm missing Carpenter, Blacksmith. So Carpenter, Blacksmith, Goldsmith, and Leatherworker. But I have like 7 out of 11 now. Which is really nice. There we go. I'm going to turn these in. I should do a show on my favorite mounts, because then like I can do a video on Elto. Because Elto is like one of my favorite mounts in the game. Mostly for her story. I think it's just very sweet. Yay, I finally got one of those achievements for Nago. There we go. Let's have a look. What was that one for, actually? I'm trying to remember what level. This is 4. That's the 91. Okay. So there's 90, like 120, and then 150, I think. And 150 gets you the special title. Which I think for Minago is just Minago's partner. Because a lot of them are like X's partner for ages. And then you start getting unique ones in... I think it might have been in Shadowbringers, actually. I'm gonna have a look at the... I think they're in items collectibles. Yeah. Let's see. You get Tinkertutor, Honeybee, Tough Customer. Yes, it's after Kurenai. So you get Kurenai. There's only two of them, actually. It's Nago, and then Chloe has, like, Zoe's best friend. But yeah, you get the couple of those partner ones, and then you get, starting with Adkira, you get Tough Customer, you get Honeybee for Kaishia, you get Tinkertutor for Elto, you get Lifesaver for Charlemagne, you get Academic Advocate for Emilience, Manmaker for Andon. It's kind of classic. I only need 3 more Andon turn-ins to get that. That's kind of great. Margaret gives you the Resourceful. Nita Wickway gives you Transdimensional Tycoon. Honestly, like, last few expansions, we've got, like, 3 custom deliveries. We've got, overall... It looks like we might only be getting, like, 2 or so, like, this expansion. Because after Nita Wickway, we haven't gotten one. Like, last expansion, we got Emilience, Andon, and Margaret. Previous one, we got Charlemagne, Elto, and Kaishia. Stormlord, we got Adkira, Kurenai, and Nago, and then we got Zoe is like the only Heavensward one. Although I don't know when she was added. She might have been added later. Like, she might have been added in... I'm not sure when custom deliveries came into the game. Like, catch-wise. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on that, and queuing for that. Let's do... Let's do our Sandoria. And queue other stuff in the meantime. Let's go to Tulio Lal and Shishinawazi Springs. Shaloni is like... I love Shaloni's, like, vibe. But it is, like, narratively the most pointless area in the expansion. Which I feel kind of sad about. I didn't really do much with it in the patches either, because we're definitely moving on from Tuliolal now. Towards the next expansion. And I'm just very, like... kind of a bit weird that this area kind of didn't really do anything in the end. Maybe we'll come back here in the future. I could definitely see, I think we're on map printing components. I could just check. What's she looking for? Yeah, map printing essentials. Wait, and I'm gonna need, 3 of these as well. Oh, armor I got armor to level, like, up as well. I love the music here. It's just so relaxing. I just forget that these are really easy crafts. I've been doing like cosmic exploration expert crafts recently, and so it's just kind of like, oh wait, yeah, these are really easy. These are literally designed to be like crafts you kind of do while leveling. I don't think I'm getting a single good on this one. There we go. There we go. Just making up for it now. Might as well do these as well. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. This came out in like January or something last year. Maybe not January actually, it was like the point one. No, actually, it was in the point one patch. This probably came out like a year ago. And I was just like, nah, can't be bothered. You get a fun little like cowboy outfit finishing it, from what I remember. But yeah, Shaloni, a zone with good vibes that I wish had more of a point in the expansion. It is like actually very weird because I do think it is. It's like probably one of the few locations in Dawn Trail I would actively classify as filler. And I kind of wish there was more here. Like even post expansion, it's really just got. I had a bit of story in point one, and it got this custom delivery that I'm doing now. But like other than that, like it hasn't really had anything. Which I just think is kind of sad. It's not. There's not even like a There's not even like an allied society quest here at all. Like, there's like one endgame dungeon. That's it. I hope they do something with it in like a further future expansion. Like they've gone back like and put the deep dungeon in Ilmeg, like this expansion, and they do that with like other things. Like they often go back to previous expansion zones and add content. I hope sometime in 8.0 or 9.0, like I hope they add something here. Yeah. But this is the odd thing about Shaloni is that it feels like it's here only because the devs wanted to have a Wild West like zone in the game. And like other than that, like there's kind of no point in it being here. Like I mean thematically it's kind of interesting because it is like it's like obviously the Wild West is like the embodiment of the whole like the frontier concept in American culture, and like Shaloni does have that interesting role like as the frontier like of like the encounter with Alexandria specifically, which I think is quite interesting. But like in terms of general content, like why is this even here? Like really? I do hope they come back to it in future expansions and kind of give us something more with it. Like maybe another deep dungeon, maybe a variant dungeon, like something to do with the like because we explore a lot of like old ruins with the with Tender Valley. They could do something interesting with like that in future. For example. Oh. I'm capped out on craft a script. Let's see. I think probably a couple of those. I really like the music here though. It's like, I actually like a lot of the zone themes in Dawn Trial, and like the Shaloni and Heritage Found are like two of my favorites. Take a look! I have our first batch of maps. In addition to the ones we'll be placing on each carriage seat, I figure we ought to keep a few in the office. What do you think? Emphatic nod. Hello, not Magnus. I was wondering what got into Anita Wickway in such a chipper mood. Nice to see you. I take it everything's going well? Lately I've been planning out how we'll lay tracks through Vanguard to link back with Yasulani Station. But there are a fair few factors to consider. Our budget, not least among them. In hindsight, it's more than I could have managed while running operations at the same time. Thank you both for enabling me to focus on this. Compared to the rail expansion project, this is like water rolling off a Ronix bag. Oh, whatever would we do without you? Right then, I should get back to work. Take it easy, ladies, and give me a shout if you need anything. I wonder what he says if her character's a dude there. There is still much work to be done if the Shaktiral railing is to continue operating smoothly. He has a new favour to ask of you. That man. Whenever he hears you're in town, he comes racing out to see you. Yo, Greta! Welcome from the YouTube side. Most of the time you're already gone by then. Anyway, now that the map-making business is settled, there was another commission I wanted to ask of you. This one's not for the riders, but the crew. With the many modifications we need to reduce noise and repel the Ronek, the train now needs quite a lot of additional upkeep. So I figured I'd do what I can to minimize the hassle by putting in an order for some top-notch maintenance supplies. Can I count on you? Yeah. How are you today, Greta? Oh, now I'm tapping out purple script. Let's go. That'll do. Thank you. Oh, not thank you. That's a weird response. Good to hear. You're amazing, pretty, and beautiful as usual. That is good to hear. I'd say the same. I too am as amazing, pretty, and beautiful as always. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Gonna repair this actually. Okay, so that's my custom deliveries done for the week. And there's very few, like, very limited weekly tasks in this game, actually. I'm actually not sure. Like, I need to look at the actual UI. It's possible that you can, but I can't yet. Because I'm, like, on a fairly low subscriber count. like on Twitch I could only add emotes once I hit affiliate. And on YouTube I still only have like 21 subscribers or something. So although considering I started last week with 14, 21 is like a nice boost. So let's hope we can I think it's 21 on YouTube. I mean, I need to actually look at my channel. I want to do that. It is 21. But yeah, I probably need like 500 or something on YouTube. Or maybe at least 100, but yeah, there's probably like a bunch of... There's like a bunch of stuff, like you can't... Like, I can only stream on YouTube because I do it from desktop. You can't actually stream from YouTube, like, on mobile if you have, like, a subscriber count as low as mine. Like, I only do it because I use, like, a desktop system. Yeah. Although the rules are weird. Like, I mean, I use like ITM multi-stream to like simulcast. But like there are specific rules with Twitch, like for example, you can't legally display joint chats like in your stream. So I like can't show, because like the chat in my corner of my screen is specifically the Twitch chat. And, like, you're not actually allowed to show the YouTube chat, like, on Twitch. Because you're only allowed to show, like, the chat from Twitch. There's, like, a lot of weird rules like that. So, you obviously, if you go to any big streamers, you'll see that they don't actually listen to that. But technically, it's not against the rules. They just get away with it. Because they're important. So, for example, with Greta talking here, like, I can see Greta. Because I have, like, a multi-stream chat. On my monitor, but like the people on Twitch can't see Greta's messages because of the way that these work. But yeah. I did like a news short yesterday for the upcoming patch and it did really low. I find that news shorts in general actually do pretty badly on YouTube at the moment. Yeah. I mean, Twitch be uncreator friendly? Perish the thought. Like, honestly, a lot of these platforms are, like, really bad for creators, even though they make all of their money off creators. But, like, I can't say I'm especially shocked. Oh. I'm just gonna withdraw and re-queue as DPS. Hey Imperial, Greta says hi to Imperial. I mean, I don't know anyone's real name. I know that your handle is Greta Cyrus, but I have no idea if that's your real name or not. we are anonymous. We are anonymous passers-by on the great internet. It's actually kind of fascinating because, like, as someone who kind of, like, was kind of old, like, just is kind of old in general. Like, when I remember, like, using the internet, like, a couple of decades ago at this point, and it was, like, the idea of, like, putting your legal name out and stuff was just utterly incomprehensible. But like these days, it's just like kind of in the post-Facebook era, I think it kind of started to change when it's just like, yeah, everybody's social media is just like your name all of the time, and it's just kind of like, as someone who's a bit of an old head with internet security and safety, it's just always struck me as really weird. Oh, that's nice. I guess I'm gonna go and see if I can. Let's go to Solution 9. I always forget like which tab all of these things are in. But yeah. Like my social media profiles that are like my more businessy ones that aren't me VTubing, like do actually have my name on. But that's because they're like professional accounts, basically. But yeah, in general, like my usernames are not usually my actual name. Let's have a look. So I can probably buy an accessory, and then I can still cap the thing. What do I actually want from these accessories? What is my ninja stuff? So I've got a ring. Do I actually want any of these rings on other characters? Probably not. Cool. See you in a bit. With the glamour change coming up, I'm like trying to find cool accessories that I might want to store. Because now I don't have to worry about the fact that all of the accessories are like roll locked. Okay. These are all 500. Plus, I don't really want any of the historic. What actually are the historic weapons like? I have to admit, I've mostly just ignored them because I kind of didn't like them very much. I swear this is just like a gunblade that you can get on like 5 other places. Oh, there is a bot! Begone, bot! The bot has been banished from the chat. I like how this is a scythe. Like, this is just an axe. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these. I was like, is there one I want to keep for Glam or something? Like... But no, it doesn't look like it. Like, some of them are quite nice for specific... Like, this is actually kind of nice. If I had a specific dancer Glam it could work for. But I don't, so... I think I'll just get a ring. And I can get the... Because I don't really... Oh, I mean, I guess the tricorn could be cool. I wanted to go for that pirate look. What's the diabol one look like? Disciple of magic. I know where it's aiming. Okay. Okay. Ah. I'm experimenting with the glams for 7.4, and I want a cool hat. I'm currently on that particular glam. It's like wait, I'll just show it to you. I've been experimenting with some potential glams, and I've made this kind of musketeer-y one for Gunbreaker, and I've been trying to see if there's like a better hat I could use for it. It's currently this is like one of the Red Mage artifact set hats, so I kind of like this one best. I was like, would the tricorn work? Probably not. These are classic blue mage gloves and boots. Like, I knew leveling blue would be worth it one day. But yeah, so I was like wondering if there are any other cool hats I could use. But no, this is my totally not character from Bloodborne glam. I go back to, like, once I start, like, if I don't finish T before the patch, which is, yeah, it seems unlikely I'll finish T before the patch at this point, I might try and finish frogging it with this outfit, just because it feels appropriate to do something suitably steampunk. On that note, actually, I do want to know what the gunblade for the new gear looks like. Like, because the weapons for the new tone sets have that very, like, steampunky vibe to them. And I'm really curious what they actually look like. Let's have a look. I think I'm just gonna end up... That's kind of nice. I do like this. This is a really good little head wrap. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I'm not generally a fan of the Historia gear, but like, it is what it is. This is a nice coat, though. How does this die? Actually, I'm not gonna get it now. I might get it after the patch when the tombstones have changed. Is that striking or aiming? Oh yeah, no, that's definitely aiming. I'm pretty sure that's like Freya's outfit though, so it should really be, this outfit should really be, like, maiming. Not that it matters soon. Okay. Let's just go with black, see how that shapes up. Oh, see, so I like the fact it maintains, because one of the issues with dying in this game sometimes is that sometimes it flattens a lot of the textures, and like that can be really annoying. But this is actually really nice. This keeps the leatheriness of the leather sections, and the fabriciness of the fabric sections. Let's try a different color. Let's try not dark red. Let's try blue. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna pick this outfit, this coat up once the patch hits. I think you can make some really nice glams with this. I'm guessing the second dye channel is the white. Yeah, but I kind of like the default white for that. Let's just make it purple. Oh. Let's get back on Ninja now. No. Final weekly run of Pandoria before it basically, I think it gets unlocked at the start of the next patch, so you can just infinitely farm the silver coins and the gear after that. I think that's how it works. I think I'm wrong, but I know I do think that's how it works. Yeah, it's a really, honestly, all the 11 raids are really good, like, so far. I'm kind of excited to see what the third one's gonna be like.
Chateau d'Origny? Is this meant
I still don't have the triple triad card from the layer. It, like, really bothers me. Like, I've run it so much, I've just never won it. But yeah, I really like a lot of the layer outfits. Unfortunately, like once Alliance raid, unless they're Crystal Tower, once Alliance raids are out of the general rotation, unless there's like a specific event reason to be running it, like Moogle Tomes or like some kind of relic step, like it's really difficult to get proper queues for a lot of the raids. I remember trying to do the Evil East ones, like to unlock Bosnia during Shadowbringers, and it was just like, sometimes you just get there and it would be like 30-minute queue for like Orban.
Supposed to be a quiet place. It sees its fair
And then you
share
get
of
into Orban and everyone would die.
Fight our way through.
Orban is still one of my favourite Alliance raids though, it's just so much fun. Aglaya was so good. Like, the thing is, I do miss Aglaya, but I also don't now, because every time I get it, like, everything dies so fast, you don't see, like, most of the mechanics. Like, I miss the early days when nobody knew how to do the scales, and then you just wipe your raid, like, 3 times before you beat, Gnarled Thal. And now you don't even see the scales anymore.
This is all a peak. We must be ready for anything.
But Aglaya was so good. I have to admit, I wasn't as much of a fan of the Leia or Euphrosyne. Is it Euphrosyne? The second one? Like, Aglaya was just so peak, and then I was kind of disappointed by the others.
Everlasting power I bring to bear! This is no power I've seen before.
Okay, see, that's good. It's like when you're playing Endsinger, and like everybody just stops doing DPS, like just so you can actually hear all the dialogue like in the final section, because otherwise she just dies too quickly. I do wish this game had like slightly better syncing at times, especially with item level, because like it's really sad when you don't really get to see, like as a new player, if you don't really get to see what the bosses are actually like, because everyone's just too strong. I think the first time that really happened to me, like in terms of the... Actually, the first time it happened to me was during Praetorium, like the first time I did Praetorium. Because I did Praetorium back when it was like an 8-person GD, and like... Yeah... Like, Praetorium was an 8-person GD back then, it was just like, even with the, forced cutscene viewing, like, things would just die so fast. Like, Gaius would just melt. Ultimate Weapon would just melt. But, like, I've had to run it so much in, like, roulettes at this point that I've built up, like, proxy memories for it. But, fighting Thordan at the end of Heaven Switch the first time, and indeed every time since, is always so anticlimactic. Because it's this like huge build-up, and then he just dies in like a second, and it's just like, well, that was sad. I do hope that the third Vana'diel Alliance raid is good. I haven't really been disappointed by anything in Dawn Trail so far. Like, in terms of Alliance raids, like, nothing has ever recaptured that feeling of doing, doing Tower of Paradigm's Breach on day one. Hey, Meta! Like, Tower of Paradigm's Breach on day one was, like, so much chaos. It was the first Alliance raid I ever did, like, on on the day it came out, and I just have so many good memories of it, because it was just, like, we had to re-instance the duty because we just basically were running out of time. We died so much. We managed to beat, like, I think we beat Hansel and Gretel, and then we all collectively decided to re-instance. Because, yeah, we were like, I don't think we'll manage to, like, do this raid in time. I don't see how it can't, to be honest, because, like, Dawn Trail is, like, such an intermission / like, starting expansion. Like, the next one's definitely gonna ramp up a bit. It kind of has to. But I'm really curious about what's gonna happen in this patch, because this patch is gonna be the one that moves us that way. Yeah. But you have to remember that Shadowbringers like, Shadowbringers is kind of unique, but Endwalker came after, Endwalker is, like, the climax to, like, what, like, 4 expansion? Shadowbringers is interesting because it is, in a lot of ways, self-contained. Like, it's obviously not narratively self-contained because a lot of, what's it called? Because a lot of the stuff with, like, the Asians, like, relies on prior experience, but so much of Shadowbringers, like, is effectively just its own thing, like with the first. And, like, generally speaking, like, that's something I think they could do well with. Like, having those kinds of relatively self-contained... I mean, Dawn Trail is in a lot of ways also fairly self-contained. It just didn't hook people in the same way. But, like... yeah.
It's Ultima and Omega.
I kind of feel that Dawn Trail was always going to falter quite a bit, just from having to follow Endwalker. And I don't think all the stuff in the 13th helped, because I think that got really tired by the end. Like, the last couple of updates for that, like... actually, not really the last couple, it's like the 0.3 update for that, like, felt really kind of bad to me. It's the one where you fight Rubicante and Kanyatso, and it just felt very, like... it felt very filler, and I kind of think that killed the pacing for the ones that came after it. I basically feel that, like, I think a lot of that arc needed to have been condensed into 4 rather than 5 updates. And I think, like, that arc followed by Dawn Trail kind of just soured a lot of people, to be honest. Because I was definitely really tired of the 13th stuff by the end.
Let's keep moving.
Like, I really liked it at the start. Like, the first, like, I'd say, like, patch, like, 6.1 and 6.2 are, like, some of my favorites. Yeah. Like, 6.1 and 6.2, I think, are, like, really good. And then 6.3 to 5 feel like they should have been 2 updates, and they ended up getting stretched to 3. And I was just kind of like, eh. Especially with, it's quite funny, actually, like in the 0.4 update, you go to Garlemald, and you're like, please, Garleans, can I use your magic tower? And you go around and you ask everyone's consent to use their magic tower, which is fine. But then you go to the first, in like, the next update, and you go around and go, hello everybody, I need to use your magic tower. Can I get your consent to use your magic tower? And I'm just kind of like, why did you do the same plot beat twice in, like, consecutive patches? Like, did you run out of ideas? And actually, that kind of makes me think of my issue with the start of Dawn Trail specifically. Because I feel that, like, one of the actual core weaknesses of Dawn Trail as an expansion is, oh shit. That was really funny, I went the wrong way. One of the issues I have with Dawn Trail, particularly at the start, is that unlike a lot of other expansions, like, both the starting zones basically tell the same story beats. Like, they're both, like, Wu-Clamart visits a place. Wu-Clamart does not understand the local culture. Through doing Starter Quest, Wu-Clamart learns to understand, like, the culture of this region. Which is fine, but I kind of feel like they should have only really done that in one location. I really think they should have, like, had her already fairly familiar with one of them. Because part of the issue is that basically it, like, ends up telling the same story, and the same story is just, like, Wu-Clamart doesn't understand her culture, which makes her sound really stupid. And I think she learns a lot, like, later, but it was very weird to basically have the 2 starter zones, like, effectively tell the same, like, thematic beats, which is not something that they do in other expansions. Like, you know, like, Endwalker's a good example, like, Thavnir and Labyrinthos are very different, like, narrative beats that you get there. Similarly with, like, Felucia and Amarang in, like, Shadowbringers. Yeah, they are, like... they both tell the story of like how messed up the first is, but they tell it in very different ways, and they tell it with different casts of characters. Because you're with Alizé in one, and you're with Alphinaud in the other. And then, like, the Dawntrail ones have you with the same group of people, effectively, and, like, cover the same narrative beats, and it's just, like, a very odd storytelling decision, basically. And it just makes me think about that issue at the end of the Endwalker patches, where it's like, did they just think the audience, like, needed the same plot beat, like, reiterated, like, a bit too much? So I'm kind of hoping, in the next expansion they make the writing a bit less, I won't even say on the nose, just like, able to be subtle. Like, I know... I mean, I don't think that's ever gonna happen, meta, because, that's kind of not what Final Fantasy's about, to be honest. Like, Final Fantasy games are always fairly character-driven, in terms of their, like, narrative focus. Like, the world is only really ever told, like, through character. Like, the world is only ever really relayed through, like, character interactions and character dynamics. It's why traditionally in Final Fantasy games you have characters that represent, like, different aspects of the world. Like, not always, but, like... for example, I'm trying to think of a good one. I mean, the classic is you have, like, a character like Kimari, who will be, like, your representation of, like, the Ronso in, like, in 10. You often get a lot of characters like that. But generally speaking, Final Fantasy games tend to be, like, very character-focused. Like, the world is usually, like, the world is explored, like... Yeah, like, 10 has a really good, like, ensemble cast. But yeah, that's a good point. So you get, like, so if you look at 10's cast, you have... Obviously you have Yuna, and you have her bodyguards. And Yuna is the summoner. But her bodyguards represent, like, different aspects of, like, Spiran culture. Like, you have, like... You have Waka, who's the, like, the Yevon devotee. You have Lulu, who, honestly, I can't remember much about, but she's, like... She's very rational. She's very, like... She's a lot calmer. You have Kimari, who's, like, the Ronso representative. Later you get Riku, who's, like, the Al-Bhed and gives you, like, the Al-Bhed perspective. Like, Tidus is, like, the outsider who doesn't really understand the culture.
You shall find me with the sun.
Auron is Auron. I don't want to, like, there's a lot going on with Auron. But 10 was just really good.
Come then, show me what your kind can do.
Well, like 13 is another good example in that, like, there's a lot in 13's story about, like, the world and how the world is actually set up and all the stuff with, like, the Cocoon and Pulse and the fal'Cie and the l'Cie. But, like, fundamentally it's a very personal story about, like, the core cast and how they react to their circumstances. Like, I think to go back to kind of your point, Meta, I think if the next expansion focuses on the world at all, it will focus on its world in a very Shadowbringers-esque way, where it's like fundamentally about like the cast and their reactions and their interactions with each other, and then the world is like explored through that. Yeah, like Vaughn is a character who really just shouldn't be in that game, to be honest. Although even more than Vaughn, I kind of feel that Penelo is like Penelo and Vaughn are kind of like one character in 12. Like not like literally, but in the sense that they don't really offer much different from each other, and I kind of feel like they should probably have been combined in some way. Yeah, Penelo is just that's kind of the issue with Penelo. Like, she is just there. And I kind of feel that, like, Penelo and Vaughn, like, should probably have just been combined into a single character. I mean, not that 12 is, like, the first game with effectively a completely redundant cast, like, cast members. Like, a lot of JRPGs in general tend to be pretty rife with, like, redundant cast, like, which is quite funny. There's always those characters that just, like, turn up, join your party, and are effectively there to fill, like, a battle slot, but, like, ultimately contribute very little to the story.
You should still stand. Very well then.
But yeah, to be honest, like the cast of like
Careful now.
The cast of 12 really should have just been a party of 4, and it was like Ash, Bash, like Balthier, and Fran. Although even Fran is like she's kind of a lot of her is just there to be like Vieira cultural representative, which is often very common for, to be honest, non-human characters in, like, I'd say, like, the minority character in these kinds of games.
Disappear.
Not for Riku, but definitely for Kimari. Like, Kimari is essentially there to just give you an insight into Runso culture. Riku does a lot more than just being, like, your token Albed. She does, like, flesh out stuff a bit more. But especially, like, non-human characters in JRPGs in general, but especially Final Fantasy games, are often there primarily as cultural representatives of whatever group they're, like, a member of. Or they're a joke, like the Yeti in FF6. I have no idea what that was.
Your fate.
No thanks. Oh, well, no, I'd rather not.
I thank you for this amusement. Insolent fool.
I can't believe he called us an insolent fool. Oh no. Okay. Safe it.
Be gone.
It's over there.
Why?
Why?
I am the will
Of the
of the
crystal
How could I be defeated
defeated by mere mortals. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna
Farewell,
roll
my
for
little
that
brother.
casting poke, because I don't
Return to the
think...
crystals from which you were born.
Kind of want it for Glam.
As for the rest of you, I invite you to the Gate of the Gods.
It's possible that the Black Mage will want it, but...
You have the privilege of walking within the heart of Tulia. Do not disappoint me.
Oh yeah, this is their first time here. So yeah, they'll probably definitely be rolling for that, unless they roll for something earlier. Like, one of the things that I actually really like, I mean, I like the FF7 remakes in general, but one of the things I do really appreciate about it is the way it, like, it keeps a lot of its cast, like, narratively very relevant in ways they weren't in the original Final Fantasy VII. Because a lot of the original FF7 cast, they will essentially have, like, their one arc, and then, like, effectively just vanish into the ether. Like, you get to Carl, Barrett has this thing, then Barrett's not really relevant to the story anymore. You get to Cosmo Canyon, Red gets this thing, Red isn't really relevant to the story anymore. Yuffie is never relevant to the story unless you go to Wutai, in which case she gets her little arc in Wutai, and then isn't relevant to the story again. And that's kind of just, I mean, that's how a lot of those kind of classic JRPG road trip stories work. Like, you end up going to all the cast's hometowns, they get their own little miniature arcs, and then, like, the story ends. And, like, the core cast, like, your like, Clouds and your Tifa's and your Aeriths, will, like, carry a lot of the story, like, in general. And that's just kind of like the way things are. Kate Sith gets his little arc in, Kate Sith gets his little arc with the Temple of the Ancients. And then is never relevant again. And is indeed immediately replaced by himself.
'Strength to find the answers you
Like, a lot of Final Fantasy VIII cast isn't that relevant either. Like, they have moments, but like... Like, why are most of them even there?
This is not Varna deal. I'm well aware of that.
9 is infamous. Like, why is Amaranth, like, even in the game? At all? For example.
I also understand
Or Queen, everyone's favorite, gluttonous chef creature. Like, they're great, but why are they there? Like...
I will illuminate you and Make this world ours.
I kind of feel that one of the issues that FF14 is having at the moment is that its core cast of like the Scions,
Time for games is over.
they've kind of had their arcs at this point. Like other than Trial, who got shafted in Dawn Trail and really should have had more to do. But like Alphino, Alizé, Thancred, Urianger, like they've all had their arcs. Like they either need more to happen with them, like in terms of like narrative plot beats, or they need to kind of sit on the bench for a while. Or they need to just hang around, but not in particularly relevant ways, I guess. One of the issues that Dawn Trail had is that it did a lot of like trying to keep these characters around when they kind of need. I think they also needed a holiday, basically. Like I think a good example for me is like I love the twins. I love Alphino and Alizé, but like why were they here for the first half of Dawn Trail? Like really? Like they kind of should have just stayed in Garlemald and like been doing stuff there. Like I think the start would have been a lot stronger if it had been primarily just Cryo, Wuklamart, and Erenville. And then the Scions had kind of maybe come along later. But I feel it was mostly just because, like, the devs didn't want to leave the Scions behind. Actually, on Thancred and Urianger as well, but on the other team. Like, with Kona. Like, maybe they could have got, like, because that was also just a thing that was just like, yeah, why? I'm still surprised we didn't even get like a solo Judy like fighting them. Like, I was expecting like a solo Judy where we got to fight like Thancred and Urianger. That would have been really fun.
Even in this false flesh, I will not lose to you!
I feel like Ishtola could actually do with some proper character development as well. I feel that she's a bit like... I'm like, how do I even put this? Like, pointless? That's too harsh. But like, other than I am a smart cat girl who like solves issues, like, does she have any like arcs really? Like,
let's try this.
Like, she gets a bit in Heavenswood with Matoya with like a bit of her past, but like, I feel like she really could do with some more solid like actual character development. Hopefully she'll get some in the next expansion, because like... But yeah, like, Ishtola's weird because she gets a lot of screen time, but I wouldn't say she really gets much development in 14. Like... GG, everyone. White Mage can get calm, because they look cool. Don't need any of those. Don't think I'm winning any of these. I'm gonna wait until that 75 is gone, just in case everybody else low rolled. In the meantime, I will extract some material. But yeah, I just kind of feel... Yeah, just thinking about it, like, I feel like a lot of those early Final Fantasy games, like, had very limited casts. Like, 1 obviously just has, like, the usual, like, Warriors of Light. Like, 2 has, like, essentially a cast of 3, with, like, the 4th slotting in and out throughout the story. 3 has the Onion Knights. 4, like, does have a fairly extensive cast. 5 is just, like, 4 characters again. Technically 5 with the whole, with Kryl and Galuf thing happening. Like, I feel there could be more Final Fantasy games that really stick to just, like, a very small cast of, like, 4 characters, like, 3 to 4 characters throughout the whole story. Like, in a very, like, but in, like, a mechanical way. Like, I feel like 16 could have been that if they hadn't just focused on Clive. Like, I think a small party of, like, Clive, Jill, and Joshua / like, Dion would have been, like, a really solid group. I mean, like, fair. I mean, I kind of think that's, like, that's kind of 8's role in general, I think. I keep being petrified that I'm the one who hasn't rolled on stuff, but no, I have rolled on everything. People in chat getting very angry because someone's just not rolling on loot. Guys! Well, you can already see the little bubbles come up, which is great. This is quite funny. I'm kind of glad I'm recording this. I might turn it into a short. If you want AFK here, you can just wait until everyone leaves anyway. This is actually... I've never actually looked at this area. This is actually really pretty. I wonder where this is. Like, I'm guessing this must be somewhere in Vana'diel, so... The chest is almost done. There we go. I didn't even get anything. Still, that was funny. I remember when, like, before 8 came out, they released a demo on like a PlayStation magazine disc that had the intro on it. It was like the intro movie, and like I think it was the seed exam mission, maybe, as like a demo. And like I just played the intro like on repeat for like ages because like like the music was just astounding to me at the time, and I was just like, oh my god, this music is so good. I think especially coming off, like, I was very partial to the whole dramatic things Latin chanting at the time, and we were just coming off FF7 with One Winged Angel as like the final boss, which is a track I don't actually like very much, to be honest, but then like Liberi Fatale and like the cool like Squall Cypher duel in that intro was just like, oh, this intro is so good. I mean, there was a reason I played Gunbreaker, and it is FF8 is the reason. I love that Gunbreaker's like, I love that the tank stance animation is just like Cypher's like taunt to Squall in the intro. I'm just like, yeah, go for it. And like, and like ton of the moves are like named after like FF8 moves. Although, as another Gunblade wielder, I do wish Lightning got a bit more rep in Gunbreaker, because I think so far the only rep she has is like the stance, the idle stance for combat. Like this is like the lightning pose. And I think this is only female Gunbreakers get this. I think male Gunbreakers have a slightly different pose. At least I heard that. I'm not sure. I've never played like a male character in FF14, so... Wait, that's not quite right. I do have one on like another server. I might log into them later and check that. But, in general, like, I do wish we had some more lightning moves. Like, I think, like, Crimson Blitz, or, like, maybe some other, or some of her weapons. Like, Army of One would be such a cool move name. Like, now we have Lionheart, we need Army of One as well. It can be the continuation to Double Down or something. On that note, this is just a bugbear of mine. But, like, it's just a thing that bothers me irrationally as someone who played FF8. So, there are two moves the Gunbreaker has. They have Double Down, and they have Bloodfest. So, Double Down, the animation for Double Down is Bloodfest. Like, from FF8. Like, it's one of Cypher's limit breaks when you fight him. And, like, it's like a big flaming, exploding cross on the ground, and it's just... Like, this move should be called Bloodfest, and it bothers me. And this move is just Draw. Like, why is it not just called Draw? Like, it's like a completely irrational nitpick, because there's like a whole ton of other names for things in like, the kit that don't actually match up. Like, why is Demon Slice just an AoE skill? Instead of, like, a big attack? Like, what even is this? Like, this isn't named after anything, I don't think. This is just, like, basically Renzaku. I think this is Renzakuken in Japanese, actually. This is, like, Squall's limit break. And then, obviously, his other limit breaks, like, Fated Circle and Blasting Zone are here. And now we get Lionheart. I get why Lionheart is, like, the final hit of this combo, but it does bother me that the move you equip isn't called Lionheart. But yeah, like, also like Gunbreaker's initial like artifact weapon in Shadowbringers is Lionheart. Like the one in Endwalker is like Hyperion, which is Cypher's weapon in 8. So I don't think the one in this one... I don't think the one in Dawntrail is a reference to anything. I can't remember what it's called. Is it like Chastafoil, I think? Like, Chastafoil is like a legendary sword. But that kind of just fits with, like, Final Fantasy's tendency to just name weapons after legendary weapons in culture and mythology. I need to go and check that. Yeah, Chastifal. This is a cool weapon. So, one thing I do kind of wish that they do again, and I don't quite get why they stopped. I just realized there's some really cool little brass bits and pieces on it. How does this die, actually? Ding, ding, ding. Got distracted there. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. That's kind of cool. Yeah, one thing I don't get. So in Stormblood, the relic weapon grew out of your like the artifact weapon that you got. Like, because you start off with the artifact one, like say Chastifal here, and then you went to Eureka Animos and you upgraded it into like a glowy version that would be called, say, like Chastifal Animos or whatever. And I really don't get like why they've never done that again. Like, after, because like I'd have really liked to say like a cool glowy version of this, or of like Hyperion and Endwalker. But like instead they're just like, no, they're just completely separate weapons. And I'm just like, no, you should upgrade these again. Maybe it's due to like the way they structure the relic, because the relic's like in, I'm trying to think. Like the relic starts in like 0.25 usually, which is like a good 9-10 months after the expansion comes out. So maybe they just think it's too long away. But like, really, like they should bring that back. I mean, honestly, I kind of think they should start having like the relic weapon involved, like the relic grind start pretty much when the expansion launches, or like soon after. Like maybe launch it alongside like Savage Raid or something, or like alongside the normal raid, like 2 weeks later. Because I think usually with expansion launch, it's like expansion, normal raid 2 weeks later, Savage Raid 2 weeks after that. So they should really start releasing like the first relic step, I think, like maybe with the normal raid. Which I just think would be, I just think like a lot of the kind of slightly more grindy, expansion-based, like, tasks like relic weapons should really just kind of launch alongside the expansion and be something that carries you through the whole thing. And give you something to kind of grind and work on in those early months. If you don't want to launch it at the expansion launch, I think it should definitely come in the 0.1 patch. I think the 0.1 patch should have, like, should be where the relic weapon starts. I think a lot of the grindier content should really start there. Like, I think Occult Crescent and Cosmic Exploration really needed to start in 0.1 rather than 0.2. Just because, yeah, I kind of just think that's better design for the expansion as a whole. Because there's kind of an issue, I think, with recent Final Fantasy expansions, and like Dawntrail and Endwalker were both really bad for this. But like, the fact that there's basically like, you finish the expansion and then there's effectively very little to do for, to be honest, like, close to a year after the expansion launches. At least like a good 8 to 9 months, because the 0.1 patch is often fairly, I won't say lackluster, but fairly minimal. It has like I'm trying to think what Endwalker's one was. So you get the extreme version of the final boss from the base campaign. You get the first Alliance raid. You get, I don't know, we got Chaotic in Dawntrail, but in Endwalker I'm not sure what we picked up. I'm just gonna look it up quickly actually on let me just move this window so I don't just keep looking in weird ways. End Walker page. Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker, there it is. Let me have a look. Do 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 do. Patch 6.1. Let me just quickly switch over to. I'm gonna quickly switch over to browsing. Where is it? There we go. Apparently yeah, let's just go with 0 on that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so just quickly looking at like Endwalker's first patch, we've obviously got the new story. I actually really liked this story. I thought the story was really good. I thought it was a fantastic start to like a new adventure that kind of hinted at new big things. So yeah, we got that. We got the trial. We got the extreme version of the final boss of the main expansion. We got the Alliance raid. Oh, we obviously got the ultimate. We got that. This is just part of the MSQ. That's just an Unreal. And we got a big Crystalline Conflict update. This was just a one-off quest, basically. It's part 1 of a one-off quest chain. So was this. We got a tribal quest. We got custom delivery. We got a new residential district. Yeah, these are all just some mild quality of life changes, like duty support. We got adventure plates. Honestly, these are one of the greatest additions they made to the game. You got data center travel. Yeah, so this is the thing. Like, in terms of actual content, like, 6.1 had, like, nothing in it. Like, it just had your standard, like society quest, custom delivery, an extreme trial of, like, the base stories expansion, a couple of small quests, an Unreal, like, a dungeon. We had a new ultimate, obviously. And, like, but, like, in terms of new content, it was basically just, like, the Alliance raid and, like, the standard MSQ stuff of, like, dungeon. And not even, like, a new trial. I mean, not really, anyway. And, let's see, I'm just gonna go to... Because Dawn Trail gave us slightly more in point 1. That's point 4. Let's go. Point 1, home. Yeah. So point 1 gave us, yeah, a new story. This story was not great. I didn't like it very much. But we got an Alliance raid. We got a new standard new dungeon. We got that. We got a new ultimate. So that's kind of fairly standard. Oh, you can actually see the render for Pandora now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we got Cloud of Darkness Chaotic, which was way too hard, but, like, that is, like, something new. Standard Unreal, Society Quest, random Hildebrand thing, a new custom delivery, the Roll Quest finale. I actually thought this was also in the point 1 patch for Endwalker, but maybe I'm wrong. And yeah, the finale for, like, so these were also kind of in that. The Hall of the Novice update, I forgot that happened. Mahjong up, so small quality of life things, new emote, some new PvP gear. Yeah, fairly kind of standard stuff. Yeah, so, like, point 1 patches tend to be, like, really bare, like, relatively speaking. Like, you get, like, you basically get, an ultimate, you get an alliance raid, you get some new MSQ, you get the extreme version of the base expansion's final boss, and like in Dawntrail we got Chaotic Alliance, but in like Endwalker we didn't get anything for like the equivalent of this. And I really think the 0.1 patches need to step up a bit going forward. Like we really need to have all some of the things that traditionally come in 0.2 coming in 0.1. I mean, like, even this. Yeah, so this is like, yes, we got new MSQ here. We don't need, obviously, like, this is fine where it is. But yeah, I really think we need something like Cosmic Exploration. We need Occult Present. Like, these things should really be in the 0.1 patch. Or at least one of them should be. Preferably both, though. Like, these should be things that, like, really, like, like, Cosmic Exploration and the Occult Present, like, these kind of, basically the relic weapons and the relic tools, I might as well just call them the same thing. These should really be starting, like, if not in 0.0, like, in 0.1. Especially with, like, 4-month patch cycles, because, yeah. And it's like, I get why you might want to give people a little break, and not, like, a break, but, like, some time after the expansion, because everyone has to get through the expansion. Everybody, like, you know, if you want to prog the Savage Raid, you have all of the time to do that. Like, there's not necessarily, like, nothing to do. You can be leveling all your jobs to like 100, but presuming you're doing all of that, by the time this patch hits, you've already done most of it. Like, it took me a year to like level all my jobs to 100, but mostly because I was a slacker. Like, I could have done it way faster. Lol. Such cheerful people. I still haven't done Occult Crescent at all. But that's the thing, like, a lot of this really should be coming in the base, in, like, basically, a lot of the stuff should be coming in, like, around here, rather than around here. And then it should continue through. Like, we've actually got quite a lot of cool content in Dawn Trail so far, especially, like, some cool... And, like, the content that has all been really good. Like, we've had 2 really banger rage tiers so far, and looks like we're probably on track for a 3rd one. Fingers crossed, I don't want to jinx it. But, like, with all of that, it's very just, like... Like, there just needs to be, like, I think... some better cadence to content additions. I think some things need to be earlier, some things need to be later. Like, Chaotic Alliance Raid did not need to be in 0.1. That really should have been a 0.2 thing. Maybe even a 0.3 thing, to be honest. For what it was. I have to admit, I love the way that Wuklamat is drawn here. It's just so funny. Like, she's just like, it's just like, poor Wuklamat. Like, she just looks so like, why am I here? What have I done? This is really cool patch art, I have to admit. I love Calyx, like, here, looking like Calyx. He's such a piece of shit. Evil Sphene. Warrior of Light, just looking super smug there for some reason. But anyway. So yeah, so that's like... So yeah, I really just think that a lot of... I really think there just needs to be an update to, like, not even the amount of content coming in an expansion, but, like, just the cadence and the flow. Like, I get that they probably don't want to be releasing, like, maybe an exploration zone in 0.1 just due to workflow, because obviously they have to... Obviously a lot of work goes into the actual expansion launch, and they probably need a bit of a break. But, like, I think even, like, a relic step that was maybe tied into... like, the existing content would be good, like, even if it doesn't come with an exploration zone. Like, just having, like, Geralt show up in Tuliolal and, like, start like reinforcing your weapons and then have you run a combination of past and like current content in order to do it. I think that would be interesting. I think especially past content, like one of the things that I think the Shadowbringers relic was really good for was the way that it got you running a lot of previous expansion content. Same with the Heavensward one, although I didn't do that on content, but that has you do a lot of stuff from like ARR. And I really think that having things like that would really benefit the game in terms of like player retention and just giving people stuff to do. Let's go to... Okay, what do I actually want to do? Oh, sorry. Hit there. Let's go on Ninja and do a leveling roulette. Maybe we'll check off a Wondrous Sails. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Come on, game. Do 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 do. Ding ding, da 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 da. Come on, people. 4? Where is it 4? So. Do do. I did I actually did one of the caster role quest the other day. I still need to do healer and melee. I mean, whether I actually will get around to doing it is like another matter. But you know. Oh! Q-pop. Wonder what I get. I hope it's really funny. Oh, it's 4 minutes to switch. This could be really funny. I remember we have a warrior. I remember when I queued as a warrior and I got this and I was really bad because I had absolutely no idea how to play warrior. This dungeon is so good though. Fortunately, this warrior seems more competent than I was. Do I have, no. I was like, do I have, thingy, Holland Azuchi, but I'm pretty sure that's, like, actually an Endwalker ability. Ninja's abilities are so good. Like, whoever's in, like, I never worry about Ninja in this game, because whoever is in charge of Ninja just absolutely knows what they're doing. Like, oh. I keep going to do my, like, standard combos and just being like... Blood, blood's empty. Tomorrow, we fall. Alright. Yeah, is this good? Is this a good hat piece? Not really. I'll take it anyway. Actually, that's something I'd love in, like, the next expansion. I want more, like, cool little interactions that other jobs don't have, like with Ninja, with, like, Hollow Nazuchi and stuff like that. Like, when you get these kind of additions to things like Doton. I'm just like... We should get more stuff like that in, like, more jobs. Like, things that are, like, not just a standard upgrade. Or, like, not just like, oh, Doton, like, I'm super Doton. Because, Hollow Nezuchi is really interesting. Because Hollow Nezuchi, like, interacts with specific things that you are generally going to be doing when you have a Doton down. Like, but not, like, specifically. Like, you have to activate it. And so, I think we need more things like that like, really encourage you to play your job in, like, more interesting ways. Lost in the flood. Why are you standing there? Tosin's having some problems. We fall. We fall. We fall. There we go. Yeah, let's just take everything. There we go. I always forget that this is the next sponge. I also forget that I don't have, like, AoE trick attack. Not trick attack. Yeah, trick attack. And this all, like, Kunai's Vein. Like, that's a Dawn Trail ability. I do really think they need to adjust something to do with the level sync abilities in this game, though. Like, they need to at least eliminate a lot of the kit jank at low levels. Like, I've talked about this before, but, like, the fact that the tanks don't have a gap closer until the 50s at the minimum. I think, like, Paladins is even later. Like, and the fact that Gunbreaker can build gauge with AoE but not spend it until like level 72 or 74, and Warrior can spend gauge with AoE, but not build it until an equivalent level. Like, who designed that? Really? Sorry. Need to hydrate. Come to me, water. I love this boss. It's just so much fun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm gonna get chained. Save me! Oh, thank God. There we go. To make sure that even though this is Shadowbringers content, I do not have Gozo Ranryu, whatever it's called. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. GG, everyone. Oh. No commendations, honestly. Give me a second, everyone. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I think that was on my Wondrous Tales, so... Oh no, it wasn't. Oh no, it's Endwalker. I always forget that Shadowbringers is 71 to 80. Not 81 and 98. Oh well. Let's do a quick alpha escape, like unsynced. Stormblood, Alpha Escape. I actually did Alpha Escape 1 Savage the other day, just solo. Because I was like, I kind of want the ring. Big bang. There we go. That was easy enough. I always like long to see if there's gonna be an extra chest here that has like the orchestrion roll in it. But alas, it was not to be. It was not to be. Yeah, well that's not great. That doesn't help me get 3 lines. Yeah, so this is definitely, if I want 3 lines, this is definitely something I have to re-roll at this point. Is the bang really big? Probably. I mean, it's called Big Bang, so I mean, have you seen the size of the guy? Like, I don't know, he's doing a lot of steroids, so like, the bang might not actually be very big. Like, I mean, the guy's muscles, like he's on some shit, so... Dunno. Have to ask Garland about that. Garland travelled through time to get roided up. Okay. Like, what else? What other task do I have to do right now? I've got about half an hour left on my dedicated stream time. I might do some long... I don't know if I want to do some longer streams, actually, because I do want to have lunch and stuff. And I do have other things to get on with at the moment. So, let's see. Frontline, treasure dungeons, let's just buy this Aria. What's on the, it's the Alliance raid. I didn't mean to do that, I just meant to go back to the top. Let's do an Alliance raid. Let's see what we got. For Wondrous Tales, I need Stormblood or like a near raid. So let's find out which one of these am I gonna get. It'll be Crystal Tower, obviously, or Juno, or one of the Heavensward ones. Maybe she's wearing the Warg set. Oh no, actually no, she can't be, because she doesn't have the tail. Or maybe she's wearing one of the... She's wearing one of the Warg pieces that doesn't have the tail, actually, maybe. I think there's a couple of them. Old dude with a spear? I think? I should get those done at some point. Currently it's like, oh, maybe I need some artifact gear to die. And so I'm just like, I guess I'll try that out. It's annoying that you can't like even properly die preview it. Like you can, but you can't like save it. Without like while it's still locked. Although it's better than locking it behind, I don't know, 60 levels of Eureka Animus or like extreme trial against Varus that nobody even does. Classic hat. Classic cowboy hat. Horse headdress. Do we want any of these? Not really. I have to admit the ninja stuff's actually quite nice. And of course the Viper coat is the Viper coat. I don't actually like it very much. I kind of liked it before the game came out, but like now I've just seen it everywhere. I'm just like, oh, the Viper coat, bye. Look at how gaudy this is. Like, I know you're a bard, but do you need this many accessories? That's kind of cute, though. This is actually, like, quite nice. This is the machinist top. What I don't get is, why is Kona, like, not wearing this? I mean, I know it's because he picked his coat up from Tutaru and Charlian, I'm guessing. Because, like, it's from Tutaru's boutique. And he's wearing, like, the knockoff version, which is why it's dyed terribly and has god-awful textures. But, like, he'd look so much better if he was in the, like, some of the Machinist stuff from, like, Dawn Trail. Yeah, these are pretty solid gloves. These could be nice. I wonder how that velvet dies. How far up the sleeve do they go? Not far. Yeah, see these are some solid trousers actually. These are the Machinist ones. Could definitely see a few glams with those coming in useful. I really wish male and female dancer didn't have different outfits, because it's really annoying. What do I get? Let's see. Do. It is Juno. Well, at least I get a coin at the end of this, I guess. I guess you get that those three die really quickly and it's not actually worth doing any kind of abilities on them. Because now it just slows my burst down fresh.
Careful. That girl is stronger than she looks.
Hello, Fresh.
How about we start with a
The
big
fat knuckle sandwich!
Here we go! Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! Bam! Is that all you've got? Wait for it!
Fresh's voice is really
Wait
funny.
for
I kind of love it. Bam! Last time I did Juno, I was like offline and I was off stream.
To your fat head!
I keep thinking I had to join that, and I'm like, oh no, wait, I'm not actually time.
Altana, give me
Well, like last time I did this raid, I was off stream, and so I had it on mute. And I'm always just like, ah, yes. The glorious sounds of Fresh.
by the light of the dawn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we're just getting started.
Oh, we know.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Auroral uppercut. Behold the blessed power of Altana. You ready for this?
I didn't know. Am I? This was a really fun raid, week day one actually. Like, no one was entirely, like, I know everyone dying to Fafnir a lot. Fafnir and, Shadow Lord had a lot of deaths. Oh.
This should do it. Now we're having a party!
Oh, we know.
Time to get serious!
It's gonna start from the inside out, I'm guessing. Apart from she's dead, so it doesn't really matter.
It was supposed to
She's gonna
be.
die so much faster, like...
I've a bone to pick with this one. But first,
Angel Visor Striking.
the only way out?
I actually really like, these.
A forest, huh?
I don't like these.
Go. We'll look after the girl.
I love Buckle Charger.
What is that? Is some kind of Tural Vitral? On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
Is it Big Bang?
A dragon. But surely it's no match for you.
I actually really like this thing. That person was like slightly too outside the ring. Oh damn it, went in too soon. Ninja speed. I think music with Dante's and not Dartes. It's just because they can't read. I hate that, I say I hate, but it's kind of funny that if you get hit by the, You get hit by the big tornadoes, you just instantly die. You just get shot up in the air, and you just come crashing down, and it's just like, lol. Again, he's not gonna survive until the next proper burst window, so I'm just gonna. There we go. Now we get teleported.
Teleportation magic. Oh, brace yourselves.
Yeah, I got cyclic healing. No one else wanted it, I guess, because they got 6.
Aye, so where are we now? And what are these floating ruins?
I don't actually need any of these. I think I have most of the Archangel stuff that I actually want.
There's something about that big tower. Five of them? This should be interesting.
It's like every single player in like the game. Like every single player got to this point and was just like, 5 of them. This should be interesting. Honestly, like.
You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
Yeah, this is just a really fun fight.
By the cowardice that
Pains you. And honestly, like, the voices really make it.
You shall be twisted by the envy that
Drives
drives
you.
you.
Rage cleaves.
Cowardice dismembers.
Ooh. I really enjoyed this. Yo, this is Buckle Jodger is the best character. He's a sad boy.
You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
I do think, I have to admit, I think one of Dawn Trail's huge problems in its storytelling is that it has too many loose threads that it ties up in side content. I don't actually like the corn zone that much. I know that's heresy, but I'm just like, eh, it's a piece of corn that likes feeding people. It's cool.
You shall be defeated by the apathy that...
Like, I don't dislike the corn servant, but like, he's just the corn servant. Like, the name is really funny.
Envy and ghosts!
Power of Ninja Dash.
Cowardice dismembers!
Fuck's sake, Taru Taru. I do love the way they're all jumping in. Like, they all start jumping in towards the end. It's a really well done fight because you start off fighting all of them, but like in a fairly piecemeal way, and then it splits them up, and then you kind of get... You fight like a few at a time in a way that I just think is like really effective.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that finds you.
Apparently I'm attacking Archangel Galco right now.
Arrogance defiles!
Yay, they're all dead.
Well fought. Wuklamat chose her companions well.
Yeah, I bet she did. Because I'm actually competent on like half the
Our
characters
next
in this game.
destination. No doubt a warm reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What? Why only you?
I do think it's sad that Backward Judge doesn't get to fight the Shadow Lord. I'm gonna wrap up after this, I think.
I cannot die. Not until I have eradicated
Eradicated you and your kind from this world. I think the canon should just be that, like, Sorelja, like, played FF11 and was like, yeah, this is a much better game than 14, I'm gonna recreate it.
all my might.
Like, that's my head canon for like, where all these come from.
Frail mortals, I will tear your flesh and crush your
Bones. One thing I do find funny,
Man, but smoke and ash.
yeah, that's what was driving him. He was just like, I don't McGid appreciate. I'm fed up of farming this every tier.
Let the fires ride and rage.
Okay. Whatever you say, man.
Kneel before me. Your demise shall portend the extinction of
Tana's vile progeny. Oh shit. Completely like misread what the source code was there.
Darkness within me shall devour you all.
Okay, man. Whatever you say. I do think it's slightly sad that we don't actually really get any integration of actual FF11 story beats. Like Evil East, for example. Like, Evil East did a really good job of, like, integrating stuff like from FF tactics and things. And I think it's kind of sad we haven't really got anything like that in a while from, like, crossover content.
With your blood. Give up your painful strivings. Give in to the darkness of oblivion. Your funeral dirge has begun. Its mournful notes sing of your demise. Wretched filth, return to the feculent soil that birthed you.
I absolutely love the voiceovers, that's so funny. Return to the feculent soil which birthed you. It's just so funny. Okay, so we're crossing them from...
Behold, as the spate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
What the heck even is with Spade? Like... Meta, look up what a spate is.
Can your vaunted justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath?
I don't know, man. What do you think?
I will crush you like the insects
You
you
are.
are!
Yay! GG everyone. The scholar can get that because their portrait's funny. Course of scouting. Do you even want this? Might as well. Could be good. Oh no, I already have it. Archangel Tunic of Healing. Don't want that. Don't want the aiming. Don't want the striking. Okay, don't actually want any of this. Farewell, everyone. This was a great mission. Didn't even get a commendation. The tragedy. Okay. That's going to be me done for the day. Just going to wrap up here. I just want to say thank you all for coming and for chatting away. It's been fun. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some cosmic exploration stuff and just general crafting and gathering in prep for next week. I just want to say thank you all for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope you have a really good day. Right, take care. There we go. Please take care. Have a good day. And I'll see you around. Larika out.